Today, my speech is about the benefits of toys and how they benefit the growth of a child. To begin, I want to ask a question, and the question is, what is a toy? A toy is defined as a material object for children and others to play with. In modern day society, many parents and even psychologists reflect a child's usage of toys in a negative light. Instead, I believe that toys are actually positive for the cognitive growth of children. In other words, it is imperative it is an imperative component in a child's life as they grow up. They are essential to their welfare. Let's think of it like this. Just as they need vitamins to grow big and strong physically, they need toys to grow big and strong both mentally and emotionally. Although, in today's society, people are finding toys to be defective for kids because they think that it subtracts learning time, toys are indeed helpful for a child's cognitive development through emotional, social, and intellectual aspects. Firstly, to continue, toys affect a child's emotional growth because children build a sense of closeness towards their toys. According to Child Development Volume 55, children has been described as capable of evaluating arousing events in light of attachment figures and using the emotional responses of others in appraising events. To summarize this quote, it basically means that toys allow children to express their feelings or emotions because of the actions the toys make. These toys are also described to be ambiguous, which means to think out of the box, the thinking of being more open to different ideas and concepts. In other words, it helps the child to be less simple minded. For example, a toy robot. In addition to ambiguous toys, toys can also be pleasant. Pleasant toys bring a sense of delightfulness, satisfaction, security, and comfort. For example, a stuffed animal. Secondly, to press on this topic, toys also bring out favorable characteristics in children. Through playing with their toys, children learn their specific functions and can also give them new functions, which helps in the growth of their imagination. Toys also play a role in a child's perception of themselves by teaching them gender and social roles. Dolls are a perfect example of this because they teach them nurturing and problem solving skills, which connects to both mental and intellectual growth. Toys also help children to self direct their actions, take risks, assume responsibility, test reality, and develop psychological insight. Thirdly, Thirdly, in a highly technologically advanced society, it is unrealistic not to have state of the art technological toys. The exposure of digital toys during early childhood may influence the quality and quantity of children's play. This leads to the fact that children are able to differentiate between animate and inanimate objects. The ability to differentiate between animate and inanimate toys undergoes changes both features such as the face and dynamic properties such as motion at different ages. On the opposite side of the spectrum, God's creations in nature can also be considered as toys. In other words, nature is God's toy to us. These toys, these days, most discussions of nature focus on all that is going wrong, such as climate change, species extinction, toxic pollution, and other impeding disasters. Instead, nature has many positive effects on children and a bond that is inevitable. There is an escalating evidence that contact with nature as a toy strengthens and supports children's attention capacity, emotional well being, creativity, and social relationships. An ADHD study shows that kids that play in nature and in toys helped better their conditions. According to Dr. Gomes, a psychologist, the magnitude of the effects was comparable of those of a typical dose of ADHD medication. Toys are also major factors in the history of many diverse countries. They are a part of the earliest human artifacts and they are universal. In Athenian history, Homo sapiens are also Homo ludens. In English, that means that man the thinker is also man the player. Plato, a well known Greek philosopher, noted that toys build a sense of innovation. In conclusion, even though nowadays people think that toys are pessimistic to children, they are in fact exquisite to the child's cognitive development. To end, I'll leave you guys with a quote that says, "Toys are indeed a child's way to a brighter future." Thank you.